So, this is called Breach Surge Mag. Now, apparently it's tagged Warframe, Mag, and Melee. Of all things. So, let's see what this is all about. Oh shit, he's using a Jack Kussar. Looks like it's a gas build. Okay. Actually, gas damage should be really good with, Oh, he's got viral damage. Oh, right, he's got viral damage because he's got a weapon with it. Okay, cool. Some sort of Kuva weapon, I think. Unless he's called... No, he's just renamed it. Okay, cool. Yeah, gas damage should be really good with Breach Surge, yeah? Last time I checked, I did something with, gas... Gas, what's the weapon that throws at a disc?
It's KnightmareFrame here with a new
whatever it is, can't remember.
Video. Okay. This shouldn't
Sinister.
be allowed, but it is. Breach Surge Mag. I mean, Mag was already freaking busted, but good lord, add another busted ability to her kit, and she becomes an unstoppable beast of utter destruction.
Also, notice if you notice at the bottom right, he's put Breach Surge on first ability, as in it's replaced Pull.
Magnetize is a DPS and a tanking ability. Casting it on an enemy will create a bubble that pulls enemies towards the center and redirect all projectile shots in and from outside the bubble to the center.
Okay, cool. So it's just basically a thing that does that then.
Multiply.
Awesome.
And once the duration has run out, the bubble will detonate and deal an AoE blast explosion.
Yes.
And 25% of the absorbed damage will be
added he's literally
to that
explained
explosion.
how magnetize works. Okay, cool.
Will also
Awesome.
protect you from enemy fire, meaning if you stand on the other side of the bubble, you will not take any damage from gunfire.
Sometimes.
Polarize, her third ability.
Sometimes you're protected, sometimes I find you still get hit anyway, but I don't know. Anyway, in a survival mission, there isn't really an other side, really. Like, you'll get hit anyway because you got enemies over there, you stand in the magnetized bubble, things are flying around like this, you're gonna get hit by enemies over there, you're gonna get hit by enemies over there as well. So, I don't know.
Mag will send a magnetic pulse wave that expands outwards and strips enemy armor and shields while dealing magnetic and true damage.
Wait, he's using Polarize alongside this as well?
Shields make contact with the expanding wave, it will deal a burst of magnetic damage within the area. This damage is also added to
he's actually using Polarize in this as well?
Absorption. All the damage scales from power strength.
Not from these demonstrations, he's not.
An initial radius that scales from range.
Oh wait, he just used it now, I think.
The expansion will be determined by duration. And when this ability is cast, Mag instantly regenerates her shields.
Okay, he's doing a full-on course on how Mag works.
Even need to run a decaying dragon.
I'm up for this. I mean, I don't do that often. I'm just like, here's a build for Mag. If you want to know how this build works, you need to know how Mag works, but I'm not going to fucking explain to you how Mag works.
Is that you send out bolts of energy that expand and latch onto enemies' faces.
Whoa, what's he doing for energy?
Struck with this ability will be stunned and blinded, and damaging enemies will spread this affliction to nearby enemies.
Actually, I have no idea what he's doing for energy.
Those enemies affected by Breach Surge will take multiplicative damage, and the blinded enemies are susceptible to stealth multiplier damage. So the scaling potential is
does gas... Did I just skip forward? No, I didn't.
So high. Gas and Toxin have a better synergy with Breach Surge that can re-trigger the surge.
Okay, does gas have a... Yeah, because, you know, I'm not here to hold your hand. Hey, does gas still do the, Does gas still do that thing where it's like, it does, stealth damage thing? Warframe, gas, damage. Does it still do that? After all the changes... just a quick read through, just a quick skim of the Wikipedia page. Does not appear... That does not appear to be a thing anymore. That's really unfortunate. Okay. So I take it if you blind someone and you put
Spark
gas on them, it
enemy's
no longer
head.
does like
The surge sparks that lash
extra
out to enemies
damage?
deal radiation damage with 20% status chance. The damage multiplier and status chance scale from power strength. And when you combine this with Mag's bubble, her 3, 10 stacks of viral, and the toxin or gas clouds with bleeds, it triggers the sparks over and over onto the
Wait, hold on. So this is a synergy that requires how many things?
bubble, her multiplier, and
Let's have a look. Because I think he just went through a laundry list of things.
can re-trigger the surge spark on the enemy's head. The surge sparks that lash out to enemies deal radiation damage with 20% status chance. The damage multiplier and status chance scale from power strength. And when you combine this with Mag's bubble, her 3, 10 stacks of viral, and the toxin or gas clouds with bleeds, it triggers the sparks.
Okay, this is a synergy involving 5 things. Interesting. Yeah, you can already do this. Yeah, you can do this with Garuda. True. But I would say that Garuda has a bit of a harder time applying the Seeking Talons to everyone in like a radial area. Whereas if you're using Mag, you can actually grab people in. So there is that advantage, that's for sure. But yeah, 5 things. This is a synergy involving 5 things.
Onto the afflicted enemies, constantly multiplying your damage, and that gets multiplied by your bubble for even more insane damage, resulting in one-shotting high-level enemies. Kuva Guardians on the other
are you
hand
really
take
one-shotting?
slightly longer, but come on, you don't meet them as much.
I mean, this dude is sitting here
and
and
the build.
First off, also by the way, this guy's been sitting in a Scuba Survival for about 288 minutes, so obviously I would have fallen asleep by now.
Synergy.
But yeah.
The aura can be whatever you want.
Ah,
I use
here we
air
go.
Radar for a larger radar, especially
Hey,
when
this is
paired
actually
with
not a
my
bad build.
companion that never dies. Prime sure-footed in the X-list for the 100% knockdown resistance. You can
First off, Prime sure-footed. Big tick of approval right there. Secondly, he's going for 175% power efficiency rather. Just based entirely off his demonstration. It doesn't look like he needs that much efficiency, but if he makes it, since it seems to work for him, great, awesome. This is really good. Although I kind of think that he could probably just stick to good old-fashioned rank 9? No. 9 drain fleeting expertise and a maxed out streamline and a 9 drain fleeting expertise. You get 170% power efficiency. I think that will be better because then you also get 10% extra duration. He's also using Umbral Intensify, so that's good. Stretch, Counterpulse, Rolling Guard. I don't know if you really need Rolling Guard, but I mean, I guess if you're Relentless Zen, you'd say, yeah, you need Rolling Guard, so fair enough. No, this is good. This is a really good build. I like it.
You can use Handspring in the Exilus because spending less time on your butt is a huge DPS increase and it can save your life. Max efficiency with a rank 4 fleeting and streamline. This has all my abilities cost significantly less, and prime continuity to counteract the negative duration from fleeting. If you don't like this, you can replace fleeting with prime flow and run a max streamline. Power strength at 144% with
I don't think you want to run a prime flow on this build because again, you don't have any real way of getting energy. But this is Steel Path, so if you're killing enough enemies, you'll probably get enough energy anyway. So that's actually fine too. But the way that he's got it, I'd probably go for this way more than going for a prime flow way.
Umbral Intensify grants my Breach Surge a 2.88 times multiplier. This also gives my Magnetize a damage multiplier of 2.88 and my Polarize 3.6. Stretch for the balanced range for all my abilities, and Breach Surge gets a 26.1 meter radius. Counter Pulse is an augment for my third ability where enemies affected by Pulse will have their guns jammed. Unfortunately, melee enemies will still attack. This is additional survivability.
I wonder. Especially if you're going up against Grenier enemies in this demonstration here, where he's going up against Kuva Survival. I feel like instead of Counterpulse, he would be better off using Fracturing Crush on this build. And the reason why is because Counterpulse only has a duration of 4 seconds, which, let's be real here, is not going to make that big of a difference. Like, if you're using the magnetize the way I think he's using magnetize, do you really need to use counterpulse, right? Instead, it would probably make more sense, I think, to use fracturing crush, because then if, for example, you're at like the 500-minute mark and somehow this is not one-shotting everything, you can strip a lot of their armor. And not only that, you can double strip a lot of their armor and strip even more of their armor. So, handspring is cheaper, but handspring doesn't work like that. So let's have a look at the mods. So, right. So the one that I use and the one that he's using right now is Prime Sure-Footed. Okay. So Prime Sure-Footed gives you a 100% chance to resist knockdown. What that means is that if someone, let's say a Scorpion, were to throw out the grappling hook thing and that hits you, normally what happens is they can then pull you and you'll fall over and then you get dragged kicking and screaming to that Scorpion, right? Prime Sure-Footed prevents that from happening ever. So you never get fallen over. Even if even if somehow you find yourself in a situation where a Scorpion throws a grappling hook, an Ancient comes over and bashes you, and you also have a Shield Lancer who just comes and like does a shield bash on you, you're never gonna fall over. No falling over whatsoever. Handspring, on the other hand, is 160% chance faster knockdown recovery, which means you've actually fallen over, but you're getting up faster. That's the difference. Prime Sure-Footed, you're not falling down at all. Handspring, you've fallen down, but you're getting up faster. Okay? That's the difference. To that end, I would say that Prime Sure-Footed is a lot better than Handspring. 100%. Because there's no point getting up faster if you're never going to fall down in the first place.
With the blinding of Breach Surge, rolling guard for the 3 seconds of invulnerability after a dodge roll, and finally a natural talent for the increased casting speed. And in the arc,
query if you really need natural talent. Maybe you can keep counterpulse and just replace natural talent with fractured crush. I don't know, I just feel like the ability to strip a lot of armor using fractured crush is probably something that is worthwhile.
Arcanes, I run Energize for the energy and Strike for the additional attack speed.
On
Since I'll
variance
be meleeing a
questions,
lot. You don't need health mods, you don't need extra shield mods. This is simple and deadly, trust me. Moving on to the weapons I used for her, running a Kuva Nucor and any melee of your choice.
Oh, he's using a Kuva Nucor.
For utility purposes only.
Okay.
My Nucor has bonus heat.
Okay, everyone, remember, this is a utility Nucor, okay? If I see a lot of people unironically telling me that they are running no damage on their Nucor, and if I put out a bloody poll saying like, hey, do you people put Nucor do you people put damage mods on Nucor? If a lot of people come back and say no, that's on you. This is a utility Nucor. Okay, everyone needs to realize this is a fucking utility Nucor. Okay, don't go bloody following it like a crazy person, because the amount of people who unironically told me that they use Prime Target Cracker on a bloody Mara Detron. Oh god, that triggered me so much. So again, I want to reiterate what he's saying here. This is a utility Nucor, okay?
Built for viral. This is all to boost condition overload and get that 10 stacks of viral.
Okay, so he's running condition overload. Well, that makes sense. Condition overload is a lot better than prime pressure point at this point.
It'll reload your weapon's magazine when it's holstered, and this works if you attack with a melee. And the melee can be
what?
Fire rate, dodge speed, and eject magazine.
Oh, he's running eject magazine.
Reload your weapon's magazine.
Oh, nice.
And this works if you attack with a melee. And the melee can be any melee. I use the Jad Kuzar, but use whatever you want. Just mod them like so. The go-to setup, Condition Overload, Blood Rush, Reaping Wounds, Reach, Fever Strike, and a Smite mod. With weapon...
Oh, right, yeah, of course you want to go for a Smite mod. Oh, right, yeah, no, a Smite mod makes sense, yeah. Okay, yeah, gas damage, lol. Wait, does Jad Kuzar actually come with... Oh no, it's an heat damage. Right, so Prime Fever Strike plus innate heat strike, innate heat damage. Okay, cool.
Weapons
Awesome.
that have base heat will form gas, and the
It's a
others
pretty
will
meta-
be a
it's a pretty
toxin
meta
and
build,
smite
though,
combo.
yeah.
Both devastating. Here's
mean-
a demonstration.
I mean, like, the only thing that I would do to a build like this, although I think there might not be enough in it, if he puts in a single former to give that dash polarity, I would swap this out for Amalgam Ultra Shatter. Just so that you can do a heavy attack faster. Doesn't really mean a whole lot. I don't think he's using it for heavy attacks though, based on the demonstrations. So I guess it doesn't matter, but I wonder, real quick, Jack Kusar... Bollocks. Jack Kusar uses the Defiled Snapdragon stance. So because of that, what does the heavy attack look like for a Jack Kusar? It is... Wait, which one is it? Okay, we have a knockdown, and we have a lift up and knockdown. Okay, never mind. You don't actually need to worry about heavy attacks then. I thought it was going to be one of those
Base heat will form gas.
Sorry, I thought this was going to be one of those weapons where it's like a heavy attack is a guaranteed slash proc. In which case, Malcolm Walker Shadow would be a good idea, but not for a Jack Kusar at least. If you're using a weapon like a Fang Prime, which could work for something like this, if you're using a weapon like Fang Prime, I would probably recommend going Amalgam Walker Shadow.
And the others will be a Toxin and Smite combo. Both devastating. Here's a demonstration.
It's really that smite mod that's doing a whole lot of damage because of the way that it works. Like that, the difference is actually night and day. It's actually kind of hilarious how that works. But it's like the way it works, if I remember correctly, it's like it's a double up kind of thing. And it's not just like melee weapons, it's well, Bane mods pretty much work the same way. Like if I
And finally, the
If I
best
quickly
endurance
jump over
companion
to-
in the game. I've had people on my stream
this?
and comment section ask me to use this pet, and oh boy, you guys were right. Hell yes. It's
Yeah,
immortal.
Panzer
With the
Papaya.
Panzer devolution, it will have the pet turn into a larva, and you will still retain fetch and the animal instincts
Wait, does he have
features.
Naramon
And it
on?
also spreads viral spores, but it's
Oh,
not
yeah, he
as
does, doesn't
effective
he?
as the new
That,
core.
that
And
counter right there, that's
my
Naramon, right?
devastating
Oh,
breed
my
surge mag.
mouth might be
Try it out
blocking
for
it.
yourself. Anyway, that has been it from this video. I do hope you enjoyed
Okay.
and learned something. And if you did,
He's at
feel
12
free to
times.
leave a like, share,
Well,
and
yeah,
subscribe
because-
for more Warframe content, streams, and so much more. Do refer to the description.
he's definitely
Thanks for
using Blood Rush
watching,
to its
and
maximum value, but
as always, peace.
no, okay, no, this is good. Blood Rush, Reaping Rune, Condition Overload, Super Stack. Yeah, that seems to be the idea. Just a real quick thing. For those who don't know about this whole thing about Bane mods, so I'll just quickly jump over to the Simulacrum real quick. Just demonstrate one final thing to do with the Bane mods. For anyone who doesn't know, the idea is that Bane mods, when it comes to damage over time, it kind of double dips or something like that, triple dips almost. It's pretty insane. So let's look. So you saw that with his melee weapons. Great, awesome. It's the same idea with even range weapons. So let's say, for example, we have good old-fashioned crit stat hybrid Kuva Rammer, right? Cool. So against these guys, of which apparently they don't take. Apparently there's no such thing as gas friggin' stealth kills and stealth damage anymore. So if I just put them all in the magnetized bubble like so, I just realized I took out all my audio. Oh. Wait, did I? Okay. Yeah, so you can see the damage ticks here. They're okay. They're a bit on the slow side, but they're okay, right? That one didn't do so much, right? Okay, cool, awesome. So, you know, against level 150s, we're not doing a whole lot of ticks, but Prime Bane of Corpus. Prime Bane of Corrupted. Okay, we're gonna get that. I don't have a Baruch build because I don't even have Baruch. Same, level 150 Corrupted Heavy Gunners. See the difference? That's the difference. Because Bane mods, Smite mods, all of that stuff, they are basically double dipping on damage over time. So if you ever use anything that involves a lot of damage over time, don't forget to maybe consider using some form of a Bane mod. You don't even need to use a Prime Bane mod either. So if you haven't actually bought the Prime Bane of Corpus, for example, Prime Bane of... What Bane mods do I even have? Okay, yeah, let's say we don't even have Prime Bane of that. Let's just say we have normal Bane of Corrupted. Just your average ass Bane of Corrupted that you somehow managed to get from somewhere. That's okay. Same idea. See? Huge difference. Huge difference compared to if we actually used friggin' heavy caliber. That's the difference, okay? Alright, anyway, that's pretty much going to be it for that video. So, let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you really like and subscribe. Otherwise, until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.